Hello, friends. I'm Selen Jose. Welcome back to Political Science. What is democracy? Why democracy? See, in this video, we are focusing the second part. Why democracy? We know nowadays the most of the countries are full on democratic form of administration. Why? Why people in the world prefer democracy more than non-democracy? See here, we have to conduct a comparative study between democracies and non-democracies. First of all, we have to analyze what are the arguments against democracy. First one, leaders keep changing in democracy. It leads to political instability. Yes, in democracy, in regular interval elections will come, and the leaders of the ruling party or maybe the opposition party also changing regularly, then it may be led to political instability because the decisions which are taken by one political party is entirely different from the coming or next one. So it may be led to political instability. That is the first argument against democracy. Second one, democracy is all about political competition and power play. So there is no scope for morality. See, we know it is in democracy, competition, electoral competition have a great importance. During the time of election, different political parties compete each other for getting or bagging maximum vote. We had seen different election campaign. Maybe some political parties engaging in physical fighting is also witnessed. See, for winning election, political parties may follow different tricks. Maybe sometimes dirty tricks they follow. So here there is no moral value. Morality have a no value or a no acceptance in electoral competition because it is only they have only one aim, getting power. So they will never mind about morality. Then third point or third argument against democracy, that is so many people have to be consulted in a democracy. That is leads to uh, delays in decision making. Democracy, the ruling, it is closely related to decision making. All decisions are taken by after consulting with the different people. So many people engage in that discussions, negotiations. After that only the decision will come out. So here also taking time lagging or time consuming process of taking decision making, it is another argument against democracy. Next is elected leaders do not know the best interest of the people. It leads to bad decisions. In democracy, elected leaders are not know about the best interest of the people because constituency is very large. So the number of population inside that constituency is larger, so it is very difficult to understand the interest of the people. So it may be led to bad decisions. And next one is ordinary people don't know what is good for them. They should not decide anything. Decision making in democracy, decision making power is in the hands of people. At the same time, the ordinary people, those who cast their vote in election, they don't know which one is good for them because of illiteracy or something like that. Is it clear? Another one, democracy leads to corruption, for it is based on, because it is based on electoral competition. See, corruption, it is another argument against democracy. Is it clear? These are the arguments, the major arguments against democracy. First one, leaders are keep changing. It led to political instability. Second one, democracy is all about political competition and power play. So there is no scope for moralities. Third one, so many people have to be consulted in decision making. It led to delays. And fourth one, elected leaders don't know what is the best interest of the people. So it leads to bad decisions. The next one, democracy leads to competition corruption. Democracy leads to corruption because it is based on electoral competition. Then finally, ordinary people don't know what is best for them, what is good for them. So they should not decide anything. See, next is argument for democracy or argument in favor of democracy. The first argument in favor of democracy is democratic government is a better government because it is more accountable form of government. Accountable form of government means the government which is uh, responsive for people's need. See, here the government, democratic governments are more responsive against the needs of the people. Suppose what are the needs of the people? Which government, democratic government or non-democratic government, which one is taking decisions in favor of people, especially the times of calamities? See, one example is given in your textbook. In 1958-61, one of the famines which ever recorded in the history of world, Chinese famine, happened in that years. It was caused for the casualties of more than 3 crore people lost their life in China. At the same time, in India, the economic condition of India is not better than China. Even then, India did not affect that famine. That is because of the policies taken by the government, democratic government in India. Non-democratic government also taking decisions in favor of people sometimes, but most of the times they have taken the decisions as per the wishes of the rulers because no one is there to question them. No one is there to asking or changing that ruler. But in democracy, the decisions in India during that time, the India government has taken decisions or taken steps to distributed food grains to the people. They have collected food grains from the farmers and stored in food granaries in India, and they had distributed that food items into different places during the famine days. That is why India served their people. At the same time, China lost their population. Is it clear? See, the second argument in favor of democracy is the democracy improves the quality of decision making. Improves the quality of decision making. In democracy, the decisions are taken by the people's representative, rulers, elected representatives, the people, after lot of consultation, lot of negotiations. Maybe it is taking time, but the decisions which is taken after the consultation should be fine. Is it clear? Very suitable to the people. Non-democracy is also taking decisions, but that whether it is, they did not think so much about whether it is suitable or fit for the people or not. Is it clear? In democracy, decisions are taken after discussions, and it is a good decision will take improves the quality of decision making. That is the second argument in favor of democracy. Third argument in favor of democracy, that is democracy provides a method to deal with the differences and conflicts. Democracy provides a method to deal with the differences and conflicts. See, we all know India is a country having lot of diversities. Different language people are there in India. Different religious groups are there in India. Regional differences are there in India. Cultural differences are there in India. So, is it possible to unite all differences in a same country? Can only who can? Democracy can. Non-democracies, major political party or major group will rule that non-democratic nation. They completely suppress that minority groups. But in democracy, minorities also will get a chance to contest in election, and the minorities also will get a chance to come to decision making. Clear? So in democracy, no permanent losers and winners, so everyone should get a chance to decision making. That is the important element of democracy, that is uh, solve the issue related to social differences. Clear? See the next argument in favor of democracy, that is democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. Democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. Here, people are not subjects. People are not subjects. They are known as citizens, and they themselves rulers. In a non-democracy, people are known as subjects. Subjects means those who live under the control or domination of a ruler. Is it clear? Why in democracy people consider us as citizens? Because it has given dignity to the people and it admit the dignity of a citizen, whether they belong to economically rich or poor, their educational status is very low or very high, they have their own dignity. That is important in case of democracy. Democracy enhances the dignity of people. The argument in favor of democracy, that is democracy is better than other forms of government because it allows us to correct its own mistakes. See, democracy is better than other forms of government because it allows us to correct its own mistakes. See, here democracy is the only one form of government which is offering this kind of an opportunity or giving such kind of an opportunity. Suppose we are choose one person as a ruler, then we have a right to change and we have also right to criticize. Suppose an elected ruler or elected leader who has taken decision took a decision against the popular will, then we have a right to criticize them. Suppose when we criticize, he will change that decision. Am I right? If he is not able to change or not ready to change that decision, the people can change him in the next election. Am I right? That is the a government. No government is able to give guarantee to take all decisions correctly. Every form of government, whether it is a democratic government or non-democratic government, there is a chance for making mistakes. But here, democracy offer a feature, that is we can change our rulers, they are not fit for us. Is it clear? That these are the arguments in favor of democracy. I think the things are very clear from these arguments. See, democracy is not a perfect solution or a complete solution for all problems which is existing today. But when we compare to others, democracy is the best one because it is more accountable to the people and decision making are very good, and it is also help us to living together. Different varieties of people can live together in democracy, and it is also offering an opportunity to correct its mistake, and it is also admit the dignity of a citizen. These are the arguments and these are the qualities of democracy we can see. Now listen, the democracy is day by day the democracy is strengthening in the initial years or in the initial days of the formation of democracy as a form of government. It is a direct democracy. You may be heard about direct democracy, and it changed into indirect democracy or a representative form of democracy because when the population increase, then it is very difficult to take decision. All population or all people sitting together to take decision, it is very difficult. So indirect democracy came into work. That means some changes are taken place in democracy. That means the democracy is changing its meanings and its scope was changing. See here, democracy is not only a form of government. Democracy have a great role in our day-to-day life. For example, in our classes, which type of classes you like more? Democratic classes or non-democratic classes? Democratic classes means that you will get enough freedom to ask questions, and you will get enough freedom to express your views. Which one do you like? Or that teacher dominated class? That is the democratic classes we like more. Am I right? In our family also, decisions are taken by the father itself or elder member itself is all together, all sitting together to discuss about any decisions or after that discussion, the decisions will come. Which one is right? That means democracy have a great role not only in administration, it has a great role in our daily life too. That means in education field, that means in classrooms and in family, everywhere that democracy have a great role. That is, and even in the sports club, arts club, and everywhere clubs also having a bylaw, and it is having a democratic one. See, everywhere we can see the presence of democracy. That means in our life democracy have a great role. Always the democracy help us to improve the quality of our life. That is importance of democracy. See, I think the things are very clear to you. Thank you.